I just wanted to talk to you today about something that is very popular and people are talking about health gut these days. And one of the things that people advise to try is the kombuchas. I've been given a kombucha tea about 3 years ago by a friend of mine, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. And I've been doing it since then and offering it to a lot of my friends. And they've been asking me, how can I do this? And I always say, oh, it's easy, and send them off to the video on their Facebooks, on the Google. But I said, well, why not? I'll just quickly give you a video of what I do, and I find it very easy, and I'll give you a couple of tips that work for me. So what you do, you start with a jar. I've actually used just a simple jar of gherkins, so I don't go and buy something fancy because it just doesn't make sense for me. And into this jar, that it's less than 2 liters, I've added half cup of the sugar. That's the sweetness that my family likes. So I would, suggest just play with the sugar content. You need to remember and understand that this tea is fermented tea, so it needs a little bit of sugar for that. So that's one of the ideas. So for half cup of sugar, I will put some of the hot water. And first thing what I'll do, I'll just melt this tea, so it's actually working nicely and dissolves it. I've put in the past my tea bags into the jar that was not yet melted the sugar, and I've pressed the tea bags. I didn't like this idea. So just stir it nicely, and when you're done, for this size, I used 2 tea bags. I started doing it with the black tea, but I found that I was really enjoying my green tea, and we know that green tea has more antioxidants. And the green tea with lemon and ginger was something that I really enjoyed, and I just buy the simple red seal label, and yeah, I enjoy this flavor. So that's what I do my kombucha, and lots of people that tried it found it really refreshing, especially now that we're going towards the summer. So all I'll do, I'll add this to my jar, and I'll leave this one till the evening because now it's the daytime. You need about 12-24 hours for this, just to brew nicely and get a nice flavor out of it. And then what you do when the water is cooled out, obviously in 12-24, which will happen, you're gonna add up something that kombucha tea adds up. It's called SCOBY. For those ones that don't like things like this, don't look. This is called SCOBY. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add it up to my jar, and the way it's gonna look, it's gonna be like that. So this is kind of the results that I'm coming from. Now, after we put our SCOBY into the jar, I put it into the cupboard, and I cover it with a little piece of mussel, or I've used paper towels for a while. And then you just do this, use a elastic, and just leave it in your cupboard for a week and a half, depends on the temperature. And this way it stays nice, and then it doesn't like to be moved around. So I would suggest put it in a place where it's dark, and also you don't need to move it all the time. And then this way you will get your nice kombucha. So when you pull it out, after a week and a half, you will end up with a beautiful, so this is my 1.5 week kombucha that I've done. What you're gonna do is just gonna pull out the layers that of the SCOBY that you have here, and then what I prefer to do is to put them into my glass bottles. And once I've put them in the glass bottles, I stick them into the refrigerator. Sometimes when you do kombucha, best of things, here's my bigger jar, you end up with some bits and pieces in the jar. Let me see if you can see them, that are floating there. And to avoid that, I just use my bottle, and I put my strainer, and I just pour it nicely. And in this way I stop all those little bits from getting into the bottle. But really that's just small SCOBY pieces, and doesn't kill you. It's just maybe my boy who likes to drink it doesn't like those pieces to be seen, so that's what he ends up getting. And look at this, voila, this is the result. And it's nice and fizzy. If you see the fizziness comes through, I don't know if it shows nicely, but it just has that beautiful, beautiful taste and refreshing, and it's great for your gut because it's got a probiotic and things. And I would say start with a smaller glass per day. You could do it in the morning or in the evening, just depends when you like it. And just slowly maybe increase it to a bigger glass. Yeah, I would just say don't go to a bigger glass straight away. So anyway, that's all from me. Give yourself a try, and if you need the Scorbers, give me a call and maybe we can get you one. And yeah, my number is 021 919500. But anyway, you can always Google me. Fine, bye.